Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I apologise for looking this scary, but, sorry, let me just move that mirror out the way. But I have currently got a mask on and my hair is in a mask. This is like a full beauty video, and I'm currently tinting my eyebrows. So I am going to go and wash this off, and then I'm going to come back to you and we are going to do my everyday makeup, because I feel like people ask me this all the time. I've been promising to do this for so long, and I've got 20 seconds left on my brow tint. So yeah, I've been promising this for so long and I've still never done one. So this is like my everyday, like, go-to makeup favorites at the moment. I mean, it changes because I get to try so many new things and so many new products because I'm very lucky. And so yeah, I always find really good new makeup bits. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash this off. So this has been doing the rounds, the Caudalie. It is the Instant Detox mask and it tightens pores and removes excess oil. So that is perfect for me because I am an oily gal. So any of my skincare recommendations will always be for oily skin. But anyway, I do feel like, I'm not even joking, I know I have only just used it, but I do feel like my pores have just like instantly gone, but we'll see when I put my makeup on. But so far my skin feels like so much tighter, which is obviously what it's meant to do. So yeah, so far so good, but let's see when we put my makeup on. Right, anyway, I will firstly start with brows. Also, you need to excuse the absolute state of my makeup. Some of my makeup is absolutely filthy. Like this, for instance, it's ugh, gross. But this is the pink honey. I will obviously link everything, by the way, down below. So, oh, also look at the cat. She'll probably move in the middle of this. But yeah, most of my makeup and beauty bits I do get from Look Fantastic. This video is not sponsored by Look Fantastic, but I have a code that is 20% off. So whatever I link below that my code works on, I will write my code next to it. And I'll link it on Look Fantastic because I feel like that's the best place to get beauty bits. Like, it literally covers everything. Anyway, so starting off with my brows, I always start with brows first. What am I looking for? Whoa! Don't know if you saw that, but I just did some magic. I'll put a tiny bit of setting spray into the honey pot. This is the pink honey. It's quite old, I should probably get a new one. And then just get like a little spoolie like this. Then I have just freshly tinted my brows, by the way, that's why they're so dark, but I like dark brows. I like blonde hair with dark brows. Some people don't, but I do. So yeah, basically just brush your brows back. I think I've actually put far too much product on there. Basically brush your brows back, coat every single bit of the hairs, and then kind of do that. I was trying to think of the like word for it then, but already, like, look at the lift. And then I kind of just let that go tacky, like kind of let it set, and then I'll press them down and put them into place. Also, you're going to notice some really mad concentration faces from me. Also, every time I filmed doing my makeup, firstly, you see angles of yourself that you've never seen before, and you're like, whoa, I am ugly. But, oh, what was my point? Oh, so I'm actually quite aggressive when I do my makeup. Like, I don't realise, like, I really hit the beauty blender onto my skin, and you'll notice that in this video. So yeah, then you just press them down like this, and then that will keep them in place all day, especially because I've just tinted them. They look pretty fresh at the moment. I used to go get my brows done, but I just thought I can actually just do it myself. You see my brows there? Much better. Yeah, I can just do it myself. I just use this tint. Get it on Amazon. It's called Eyebrow, and it's just in shade dark brown, and you leave it on for 8 minutes, and I think it works and I think it's great. Anyway, next thing. So I actually got sent this in PR and I'm not joking you, this is unbelievable. I'm really fussy about like creams going on my skin because I'm oily, I break out easily, but this is a water cream from Loreal. It's the Recitalift Filler Micro Epidermic Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Water Cream. If anyone has sensitive skin, this is great. It's very lightweight, and that little thing there, in fact I've just done far too much cream. You're only supposed to pump it once. But like it just doesn't leave like a greasy film. What am I going to do with this then? And it sinks in so quickly so that you're ready to just put your makeup on the top. Oh my god. And it smells so nice as well. Not perfume, just like a really fresh, lightweight smell. There we go. I'm not over how good that cream is. I'm so happy with that. The only thing that's annoying, I wonder if they do a smaller pot, because obviously where I travel so much, I like to take small things away. Whereas that's quite a large pot. However, I will sacrifice something in my makeup bag just to put that in because it is very good. So that is my no, that's not my foundation done. That is my skincare pretty much done. This is another thing that I do use actually recently, because when I went to the Inkey List dinner, they suggested, because I have very big open pores, well I think I do anyway, they suggested this 20% niacinamide serum. I do find it is really good. The only thing I don't like about it is it smells really bad. And I'm just being honest. The product is amazing, but if you can get past the smell, then yeah, it just smells like chemicals. It doesn't smell great, but the product is actually very good. Anyway, next thing. So I bought this in Morphe in the Arndale in Manchester, and it's the mini continuous setting mist. I will always try and setting spray my face first, and then between each step. So I'll do it now. Also, the continuous mister thing, great. I do find this is one of the best setting sprays. The only thing I don't like is the spray. Like, it comes out in like dots. So like you get dots on your face and then you have to rub it in. Whereas this is really lightweight. This is absolutely great. I'm definitely going to link this below because I love this. Okay, the next thing, I actually went for an appointment with Tom Ford in Manchester, and I was just like testing out Tom Ford Beauty, it was, and I was testing out all their makeup, and I've never, I'll be honest, I've never ever used Tom Ford makeup before. And this was the like one thing that they sent to me that has like literally jumped out over all of the things they sent me. Like, they were really gorgeous. Like, I got a really nice palette, like eyeshadows and stuff like that. But this, I'm not joking you, is one of the best makeup products I've ever used. And I will be rebuying, and I've had this for so long and it's still going. But this is the Traceless Soft Matte Primer. And basically it just gives you that really, really gorgeous, like silky skin feeling before you put your makeup on. So you just get it in this little thing, and then I just pop it on there. And then I kind of just aim to put it on like my T-zone where I get oily. But yeah, that, as well as the, what was the other one that I used to use? I put it on my stories before, the Nudestix Blot and Blur. That is also a very good primer. But yeah, oh my god, it is just one of the best makeup products I've ever used. It just feels like your skin is like velvet afterwards. Listen, I do not have perfect skin. I'm just one of those girls, not naturally blessed. I get little spots, I get little marks, I have uneven skin tone. So this was the Nudestix that I was on about, the Blot and Blur Matte Stick. I will also link that below because this is also incredible. The only problem with this, I would say, is it runs out quickly. So this is the same, so you would put it on your oily T-zone. I would never use these two together. I think that they would like create a weird texture. So I am going to wear foundation today because I'm going to show you my like full makeup routine. I'm running errands. I will use the Byterry Brightening CC Serum. Oh my god, you need to use this if you don't. It is literally, again, one of the best makeup products I've ever discovered. It's a CC serum, so you can use it under your foundation or you can use it by itself. But I'm going to go for a little bit more full coverage, so I'm not going to use that today. So I am going with the Armani Luminous Silk. I've used this for years. Kim Kardashian uses this. Great coverage, not too heavy and buildable. So I get this in shade 5.25. And I've got a damp beauty blender. This is a legit beauty blender. You know, the actual branded beauty blenders. I find these are so much better than those Orange Real Technique ones. I'm trying to think if I've missed out a step. I think when you're filming, you just like, you're concentrating on the camera rather than actually concentrating on my makeup. So I hope I don't mess this up. Also, you might be able to hear a bit of music in the background, so I hope that doesn't copyright me, because we can't be bothered for that. It's not that loud though, is it? This foundation is just... So I was using, you probably, if you follow me on Instagram, I was using the YSL Touche Eclat foundation, which I absolutely loved. However, I remember someone telling me that they changed the formula, and I actually think that that is what started my dermatitis again. So I am just trying everything I can to stop my dermatitis flaring up again. I get perioral dermatitis here. You might have seen it on my Instagram. I didn't show what it looked like because it actually cleared up very quickly when I had antibiotics. But yeah, it was... it would not budge with anything. So I started like eliminating products. I took fluoride. I started having non-fluoride toothpaste. So yeah, let's pray that I don't get dermatitis back again. But let's just pray for me. Okay, right, so that is a little layer of foundation done. Hoping that I have got that all blended. Okay, so that is my foundation done. Please excuse my hair. It's still got hair mask in it, that's why it looks so bad. Right, next, concealer. So I have quite a few concealers, I'm not gonna lie. This is my concealer collection. In fact, there's one more. So this is just my concealer collection, and depending on what I'm feeling that day or where I'm going, yeah, is what I'll choose. So this Too Faced, I'm not going to link all of these because it's going to take ages. This Too Faced I usually use to like carve out my contour if I'm going to go like heavy makeup. This Armani one is really good, very pale for brightening, which I'm not using today. The Estee Lauder Double Wear is also very good. I use for under my eyes. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer. This is a really good one. That's like one of my favourites. I've been using that for years. Again, I got that in quite a pale shade, but you cannot beat Nars Creamy Concealer. You just cannot. So that is for any blemishes. But right now, I am going to use the Hourglass. I don't even know what this is, but it is the Hourglass Concealer. And it is in shade Pearl. And I've discovered recently that if you have dark under eyes, which I do, I have quite dark under eyes and it's hereditary, you can't get rid of it unless you get teardrop filler, which I do, but you can't change the colour. You should always use a darker concealer which will neutralise the blue. So like go for a pinky reddy concealer under your eyes. So this is quite a dark concealer. And I've recently just discovered that this is just so much better for my under eyes because it's neutralising the colour. And I go quite thick with the concealer because, again, like I said, I have dark under eyes. So that is the under eye concealer. And then I'll usually go maybe over the top with the Nars Creamy Concealer as well, depending how I'm feeling. Also, I always watch these back when I'm filming and I just look at myself like when I've got my makeup like this, I'm like, oh my god, ew. But yeah. So yeah, that concealer amazing. I usually get that on Space NK, absolutely love that. So then yeah, I have the cream concealer in shade Ginger and in shade Custard. So Ginger is a darker one, obviously, the Custard is the lighter one. I'm gonna go Ginger today to cover any blemishes. So like, I had that tiny one there. I'm gonna go a bit there, and I'm gonna go a bit there. And I do have this, that was an old spot from a while ago, and it's just like, made a mark, which is highly irritating. So yeah, blend that in with my Damp Beauty blender again. You cannot beat the classics. The Nars Cream Concealer is just unbelievable. Such a good concealer. I really hope you can't hear that music because I don't want to get copyrighted, because this is going to be long if I do. Okay, so the next thing is, I got this in PR. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer. So I'll use a cream bronzer for my contour, only light. This is a Fenty Beauty brush that I use, that I got in PR again. I'm very, very lucky. I get so much PR and I get to try all these amazing products, and then if I don't like them, I just don't talk about them, because you can't like everything. So I'll just do a little light, very nice. In fact, underrated that. So I just use the lid and I just get the excess off the brush, and then I just lightly do a small bit of contour. So I wonder if you've noticed how aggressive I am here. So that cream bronzer, great, absolutely great. Okay, next is blusher. So blush is literally one of my favorite things. I don't know what I did before it, because I've only really started wearing blush recently, but I'm gonna talk you through, and I am going to link them all, because I honestly rotate these pretty much every day. I go for a different one each day, and again, I need to apologize for the state of this makeup. So as I said, scruffy. That should probably be my task after this. Instead of editing this vlog, I'm gonna actually disinfect all my makeup, because this is disgusting. Okay, so starting with Refy. I absolutely love the Refy products. Jess has absolutely smashed it. So this is in shade Peach, and so it's that really gorgeous, like peachy orangey colour. And I like cream blushes, and then I'll set it with a powder. The next one is the Rare Beauty. These are so pigmented. You literally need the tiniest bit. Like, this is probably going to last me about 7 years. It'll be off by then, but yeah, it's so pigmented. I don't understand. This is in shade Joy. So I'm just going to swatch it on my hand. Like, look how beautiful that is. In fact, maybe I'll use that today. But that is a gorgeous, gorgeous, like pinky corally colour. But look, I've literally just rubbed that in, and look how much. That was a tiny bit. Oh my goodness. And then the other two are my Nudestix, which I have in shade Tiger Lily Queen, which is that again, pinky, whatever it is. And then this one is in shade Picante, so that's like quite reddy orangey. That looks really nice with like a brown smoky eye, because you go like more orangey and warm. But I'm gonna go, in fact no, I'm gonna go Refy today, because honestly, hands down, I just rotate all of them for my everyday makeup. So I'm using the Refy brush again. This has seen better days, but I use this end of the brush, just put a tiny bit in here, and then just, I am gonna blend that. So kind of position where you want it. And then I'll always do a teeny weeny bit on my nose. Oh, that was not a teeny weeny bit. Rub the excess off on your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands afterwards, otherwise you look mad. And then just very subtly, like, look how gorgeous that is. Just blend it in. I quite like my blush to be quite high up. Tiny bit on your nose, just give you that little peachy glow. Honestly, these Refy products, how has she done so well? Like, it's just crazy. She has absolutely smashed it. Like, there's not a Refy product that I don't like. Okay, next. What next? Let's do my brows next, because everyone asked me about my brows. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know this little baby is famous in Lauren Watson world. This is the Bushy Brow Pen in shade Brownie. I pushed my brows up earlier with the pink honey. This is literally a felt tip pen. So you are just going to literally, I'm going to try and do this as carefully as I can. Just literally, oh no, this is the one that's running out. Of course it is. But I mean, it's still working. Oh, that is so sad. I might have to go and try and find the other one. Or does it look okay? It looks okay. We're gonna go with it. But yeah, I have had this for months. I really, really need to get a new one. I think they sold out of shade Brownie on Look Fantastic, so I was waiting for them to restock. But can we just, the difference between that and that is great. So as well, I have this tiny little, I asked what it was when I went and had my brows done, and this lady was like, basically it's a clear mole. So it's a mole with no brown pigment in it. Pigment? Melanin? I don't know. But anyway, I've had it all my life. It's always been in my eyebrows, so then I don't get any hairs that grow out of it. So it looks like a over plucked brow, but it's not. It's a mole. So yeah, I always have to fill that bit in there. And then I just literally do that. I mean, it's so much easier once you've tinted your brows because your hair is darker, so you literally just fill in the tiny gaps. And that is it. Brows are sisters, not twins though, so it's not too, I'm not too fussed if they're not perfect. Brows done. Sorry, that Bushy Brow Pen is the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, next. So the next thing, again, setting sprays, either one. I'm gonna, because I've done all my like liquid cream makeup now, I'm gonna set that with spray. That continuous spray is absolutely incredible. And it smells great. No, the scariest thing just happened. My camera just died and I was just like, no, this cannot be happening. Anyway, back to this. I've just pressed record again. Pray that this is not gonna die. I'll usually just go under there like that. Under there like that. And then just, by the way, my pores are not bad at all. So either it's the way I've applied this Tom Ford or it's this Caudalie stuff, because usually I can see like little dots and I can't at all. So just do this wherever you get oily. And the trick is, less is more. If you put on too much powder, I find it just looks shit. God, don't quit your day job, Lauren. I'm terrible at these videos, aren't I? I'm just so bad at like explaining the products, but I'm hoping you're gonna get it. Sorry guys, promise I'm gonna get better. Anyway, so that is that. I just go under my eyes, on my eyelids, and just lightly brush around there. Next thing is, let's go bronzer. So my fave bronzer is this Nars one in shade Laguna. Only a tiny bit of this. I've smashed it as well, which is stunning. So this is a My Kitco brush, only because I didn't get one of these brushes in Frankie Brushes, but she does these, I'm sure, like a slanted brush. So just a bit like that, only a tiny bit, because I already did cream bronzer. So I'm just setting it. Like that. Okay. So that was my bronzer done. Blusher brush from Frankie Brush. F7. Best blusher brush ever. So, oh my god, best blusher brush ever. Also, I've just spilled all that bronzer on the floor, which is gorgeous. So these are my two, no, in fact, let's go three. My three go-to blush powders. So let's go the first one, is Nars Orgasm, so super pink, but I'm not going to go for that because we went with a peach liquid blush, so I'm not going to use that. This, in fact, which one are we going to go for? This Laura Mercier blusher is one of my favourites. This is in shade peach, so would work with that peach liquid one we used. And then this is Nars Taj Mahal, which, wow, this is like one of the best makeup products I've ever used. In fact, let's show you that one. And it's got a bit of shimmer in it. Okay. So it just gives you that little pop. And then again on the nose. Oh my god, I love it. But it gives you like a tiny bit of highlighter as well. I feel like this looks really good on the camera as well. Like you can see like your cheekbones just really popping. And I always try and lift it to lift your face. I'm hoping that I've done this evenly and I don't look like a clown. And I've made an absolute mess on the white floor, which is great. Okay, next thing. Usually just if I'm just gonna go on like a day-to-day, like out the house, I'll just pop a bit of this pigment from MAC on my eyelids. It's in shade Melon. And then I just sort of use my pinky finger, pop it in the lid, and then it just makes your eyelids pop. This is quite difficult doing it on my left eye with my right hand. But I always like to give it a little pop in the corner, like that. There. One of my friends, Kaylee, did my makeup once and she used that on me and I was literally like, I need that immediately. And I'm not joking you, I've had it since I did Seasons in Ibiza. It is halfway full and I've definitely spilled it before. So you're getting your good value for money with that. Let's go the best lash curlers you will ever use. Who are they by again? Tweezerman. I'm going to link them below. I think they're Tweezerman. But these are especially for almond shaped eyes. So you can get different shapes for different eyes. I have almond shaped eyes. So these literally lift the corner lashes out. So when I say I cannot live without these, I'm not being dramatic. Just proper open up your eyes. Okay, the next thing is the mascara. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I talk about this mascara like till the cows come home. I've never found a better one, and if you have got a better one that is lengthening and separating and doesn't transfer, please write it in the comments below, because I am happy to try new ones, but I'm so in love with the Benefit. They're real. Been using it for years and I just can't find anything better. So I want lengthening and separating, and this is my best hack for anyone with almond eyes or quite like hooded eyes and they want to lift and brighten. And I have quite small eyes. I always do my lashes and then pull out the corners, so I don't do my lashes on the inner corner and wiggle it up. I hope I'm not chatting too much in this video. I feel like I might be. I apologise. This is honestly the best mascara ever. I'm such a like, they have to be separated. Ow. So uncomfortable sitting on the floor. Okay, so sometimes I do liquid liner, sometimes I don't. But I'll always use a brown liquid liner. This one, I did actually talk about one that I got from Look Fantastic, and I lost it, so that was nice. And then I think that they were sold out of it, so I went on Amazon and I found this liner. It is the Rimmel Glam Eyes liner and it's in brown, and it is so good. I really only like a liquid liner because it's so precise, as in like a liner that's like this rather than a pen. I don't find the pens very precise. So most people will do the liner first and then their mascara. I find it much easier to find the line once my mascara's done. So just starting with that outer line and then just do the flick and then just join it up like that. I'm sorry if you can't see that. That song needs to change, it's highly irritating. And then you're just gonna colour it in almost. I mean, it's not perfect. Okay, so that is that one done. Liquid liner done. Probably going to need to separate my lashes again. Lips, I feel like everyone loves this step. Okay, so Refi lip liner, best lip liner I've ever used. So I either use Fawn or Taupe. Taupe is the lighter one basically, so Fawn is the darker one. So I would usually use Fawn for like a night out because it's darker. So let's go. I'm gonna just quickly wipe my lips because I like empty. I have such dry lips all the time. There. I like to be able to see the line. And then sorry, I'm just concentrating. I don't tend to overline my lips because I don't want them looking silly. I have a really good Laneige one, so I'm gonna go and get that. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. You can obviously not just use it at night. But this is the lemon sorbet flavour, but it just hydrates your lips so much. And I haven't used it in a while actually. Yeah. I don't like my lips being dry and then putting any like lipstick on them. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and curl my lashes one more time. Just because where I put the liquid liner on, it kind of pushed them down. So let's go back over my lashes. And I've got it on my eyelids, which is great. See, nothing is perfect, guys. Tried to film a nice YouTube of my makeup and yeah, it's very real life. Okay, so, do you know what? I'm actually not going to put any lipstick on. I think it looks nice like that. The last step is literally, it's called Freckle Face. I have a tiny little mole here, so I just colour that in. I mean, that brush has seen better days. I don't even know where I got this from. And then I'll just draw myself my little mole, and then I'll press it like that. And last but not least, I will finish my makeup just with some setting spray again. But that is pretty much my everyday makeup. It took a lot longer than usual because I was waffling the whole way through. But obviously if I'm just like focused, that probably only takes me like 20-25 minutes. Perfect. That smells so good. So yeah, I'm gonna grab my camera and I'm gonna show you this. Sorry, I realised that was actually very zoomed in, but this is my makeup in the natural light. And yeah, I do obviously do nighttime makeup, which is slightly different. I'll always add like a corner lash. I'll do maybe some heavier makeup on my face. But yeah, this is what I look like day to day. This lighting here is so much better than what it was there. And I'm hoping that it doesn't look too bad on the camera because I think in real life this looks okay. But I'm hoping that on YouTube it's gonna still look okay. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and remember I will link everything below, and anything from Look Fantastic, obviously my discount code will work on it, and I'll put my discount code next to the link. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.